Omsi 2 news. This week we have some exciting news because a London project for Omsi 2, by that I mean a London map that is being built for Omsi 2, is around the corner and is near release according to its developer, and we have some updates on what's happening with that. It is the Omsi 2 London Route 24 project. In addition, a new bus was re-uploaded on the web disk, so this might be one of the buses that was around from like 7-8 years ago, or is hard to find. The MAN NL262 CNG, which is compressed natural gas. I found that out today. That's what CNG stands for. And finally, also there's a new AI train released. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, those of you who don't know, there's a new YouTube channel called Omsi Pimlico, which I definitely recommend you check out. Link to that channel will be in the description, so you can take a look at the latest progress on the Omsi 2. This is what I was getting confused because I was calling it the Omsi 2 Pimlico project, but it's actually apparently the Omsi 2 London Route 24 project. But basically, that's the YouTube channel that is working on the Route 24 for Omsi 2 and London, which, as you all know, Route 24 goes to Pimlico, so it's based off that area. And as you can see here, this is just from the description. The link to that video is in the description if you want to take a look at that. If you haven't already, most of you probably have. And basically, as you can see here at the bottom, the developer has stated that the release date is around February 2022. So obviously, now this might change. There's always unforeseen circumstances, but basically, nonetheless, this is indication that the map is near completion and that we will be having a new map, London map to Omsi 2 very soon, which is obviously exciting because obviously London is one of the most popular things for Omsi 2. And then just in terms of screenshots, here you can see is the some of the pictures of the Route 24 to Pimlico. We have talked about this in the Omsi 2 news, but it was like months back last year. As you can see, it is going to be operated by NRMs, by Abellio. And then also the latest thing that's been happening on the map is the developer has been adding in AI buses. Now, obviously, as we have experience from Omsi 2 add-on London, AI buses can tend to increase lag and decrease FPS quite significantly. So basically, at the moment, the developer is trialing and doing a trial and error and seeing the mix between, having the right amount of AI and not hindering performance too much. So basically, that's the stage of development the map's at the moment. And here's just a picture of some of the AI routes. And some of these AI routes are also announced to add in London. So hopefully, what we will be able to do is combine these two in a series. So basically, combine videos from the London and then do the part that are in this map. And that way, we have a fuller video of the AI route. And that's really what's happening with the Omsi 2 London Route 24 project. Quite exciting. Then this bus here, the MAN NL262 CNG, has been re-uploaded on the web disk. That means you can now download it from the web disk. I'm not sure it was available before. This is the first time I come across this bus, but it does look like to be quite highly detailed. So it might be one of the new variants. Although we did have, interesting enough, we had highly detailed buses before we had highly detailed maps. So why that was the case, not too sure. But basically, this bus was built in the late 90s and it's mainly found in Germany in cities like Bonn and Nuremberg. And this is something you can try out. It does look pretty good, but obviously the NL22 is one of the default buses, so yeah, take your pick, I guess. And then finally, we have a new AI train that was released. I forgot the name of it, something 144, which is pretty much a classic Central European, Eastern European. Well, I'm not sure Eastern European, but Central European trains, I think. These locomotives, I have them in Switzerland and Germany. It's a Deutsche Bahn locomotive, as you can see, and has the typical wagons. It's pretty much across all of Europe. And yep, that's that. And that's this week's Omsi 2 news. Subscribe to the channel for weekly Omsi news updates. That's it for now. And hopefully today I was talking a bit slower. Might have talked a bit too fast in some parts. I apologize. But I am consciously taking on board the feedback that people want me to slow down. So I shall endeavor to do that. And that is it for now. Until next time. Bye for now.